It was a bitterly cold winter night, the snow falling heavier and heavier, the night almost freezing cold. Christmas was approaching, a lively and joyful evening as people celebrated the new year. Suddenly, a little girl in tattered clothes walked down the street, barefoot. The little girl had originally been wearing shoes, her mother's oversized, wide shoes, which felt like walking on a boat. As she hurried across the street, several large carriages came rushing towards her. She couldn't avoid them, and her left shoe was knocked off. She searched and searched, but couldn't find it. It was her mother's shoe. She couldn't bear to lose it, but now she had lost it, and she was worried and heartbroken. As for her right shoe, a boy across the street picked it up. The boy chuckled and told the little girl that the shoe was very useful. It could be a cradle for her descendants. The little girl was even more heartbroken. Even boys her own age were bullying her. She had no choice but to endure the cold, her bare feet trudging through the snow-covered road. Her little feet were now frostbitten by the icy snow, the blood inside turning a dark, purplish red. The little girl walked shivering down the street. In her tattered pocket, thick layers of paper wrapped around matches. She carefully held the tattered pocket with both hands, afraid of accidentally leaving out even a few boxes of matches. The little girl walked from one street to another. Few people were on the streets, for tonight was Eve, and everyone was gathered with their families around a large fireplace for a reunion dinner. No one bought her matches, not even a single one. She hadn't earned a single penny today. The poor little girl. Good heavens. Now, this tired, hungry, and cold little girl was still wandering the streets, thick with snow. As she walked, she saw shop windows on both sides of the street, brightly lit, the light shining through the windows onto the street. The little girl crouched down in a secluded corner between two grand houses. She hugged her feet, thinking it was the most secluded spot, where the cold wind wouldn't find her. But she hadn't expected it to be so cold. She shivered, hugging herself tightly, tucking her frostbitten little feet under her tattered clothes. She looked just like a wounded, curled up little hedgehog. At that moment, she thought of her home, as tattered as her clothes. Perhaps her father and mother were huddled in a corner, heads buried in their hands, breathing out warm air. Her father was a vicious man. She dared not go back, for she knew she would be beaten, for she hadn't earned a single penny. At that moment, her entire body was almost numb from the relentless snow. Her little hands were nearly frozen. How she longed for a tiny flame to warm them. She instinctively touched the matches tucked inside her tattered clothes again, finally pulling out her precious little match. With a whoosh, she gently struck it against the wall, and it ignited. The little girl saw the red flame rise like a fiery mirror, and immediately felt an immense warmth. Through the mirror of the match, she saw a spacious living room with a large fireplace against the wall, its flames roaring. She was so cold as ice, that she threw herself at the flames, reaching out her small hands to grasp them. But before she could touch the fire, her match burned out, and the wind blew the ashes away. She had nothing in her hands, and the cold enveloped her once more. She began to shiver, even colder than before. The little girl was unwilling to give up. She mustered her courage again and tremblingly pulled a thin match from her tattered clothes. With her trembling little hands, she held the match close to the wall and gently struck it. She heard a pleasant hissing sound, and then the match lit, its faint light illuminating her surroundings. She felt warmth spread around her, as if she had returned to summer. Through the flame, she saw some wondrous things. The walls before her became transparent, and she saw a kitchen as large as it could possibly be. On the table were countless fruits, grapes, pears, apples, peaches, bayberries, and more, and several enormous bowls filled with roast duck, roast goose, and roast chicken. The roast chicken, its eyes wide open, was so plump and oily that every step it took on the tablecloth left a distinct claw mark, all that delicious, fragrant oil. It was so big that it completely obscured the knife and fork stuck in its back. It walked towards her with a smile, but just a few steps away, suddenly, the match went out. The little girl's saliva, before it could even reach her stomach, was stuck in her throat. She reached for the roast chicken, but instead grabbed a large cold wall. The little girl then shakily pulled a match from her tattered clothes and struck it against the wall with a whoosh. This time, she immediately spotted a tall, beautiful Christmas tree. Delighted, she walked to its base. The little candles wrapped around it shone brighter than the last. She thought this tall tree was the most beautiful and largest in the world because a crescent moon hung at its top. Some stars twinkled hidden among the branches, which was quite amusing. The little girl was mesmerized. Suddenly, a tiny star fell from the sky, sliding rapidly towards this side, unstoppable. The little girl sighed, for she couldn't help the little star. She murmured to herself, "How pitiful! Another life is about to end." She thought of her kind grandmother, who had been so good to her when she was alive. Her grandmother had once told her, "When a star falls from the sky, another life goes to heaven." The little girl missed her grandmother so much. She wanted to see her immediately. She quickly took out another match and struck it hard against the wall. The little girl noticed that this match was brighter than the previous three. It illuminated everything she could see. Her kind grandmother appeared before her from faraway heaven, smiling. The little girl was so happy she almost jumped for joy. She cried out, "Grandma, why did it take you so long to come see me? You don't know how lonely I am. This world is so cold, I can't bear it. Please, my grandma, let me stay with you. I want to leave this world. I want to be with you. You know, this little match is about to go out, and then I'll have nothing left. The big fireplace, the big roast chicken, the tall Christmas tree, and you so kind. Soon, everything will be gone. Please take me with you." A gust of wind blew, and the match went out again. The little girl panicked. She frantically pulled out all the matches from her tattered bag and started striking them against the wall. Suddenly, her grandma seemed incredibly tall, her smile so kind, gentle, and loving. The little girl was overjoyed because her grandmother reached out her warm hands and picked her up. When the sun rose, it was no longer that cold Christmas Eve. It was the first day of the new year. The little match girl, dressed in tattered clothes and barefoot, now sat smiling in the corner where the snow had not yet melted. Her smile was frozen.